Good morning, y'all. I'm back. I know I just did a quick live while I was fixing babysit no breakfast, but that was just because someone requested for me to do that a little bit more often. So I don't know how I'm going to be doing that. I don't know if y'all want me to do it in the same live where I fix his breakfast, then come out here and do my jumping jacks. I did that one day, I believe. I went from in the house to out here, but I just don't know how y'all prefer. But anyway, I'm gonna do these jumping jacks. I gotta do 75. How she said, huh? Yeah, how she? I gotta do 75, boy. I gotta do 75. 75. He said, huh? So I gotta do 75 jumping jacks, and I'm gonna go ahead and get to it. And next week I gotta do 100. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Woo, that's 25 down. Cricket Peach, good morning. Arabella, good morning. Good morning, y'all. I gotta do 75 jumping jacks this morning. Woo. It's a little tiresome, but I'm trying to keep my body moving. So, yeah. And it's been a little rough the past couple of days because my in-laws left, but the babies are still here. So, I'm not really supposed to be around the babies, but now we're in a situation where I have to. So, I have this ever since I had my treatment where I get tired really easily. And yeah, in the mornings I'm full of energy. I could do a lot in the morning, but in the evening it gets really hard. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. That's 50. I got 50 down, y'all. Yeah, y'all. When the day starts to go on, that's when I start to feel really drained, and I start to feel weak. Uh, Yesterday, one of my sons, I was trying to get him in the car, and he did not want to get in the car. And he's so heavy, and I just felt depleted. I just felt like I couldn't do it no more. So I literally had to just stand there with him for a few minutes and just kind of catch my breath, wait, and give it time, and then try to get him up in the car seat. So that was that was a lot because I don't know what it is. I know I'm stronger than I know I can do certain things, but I just feel weak. Like my arms feel weak. My um, my heart will start pounding real fast. I start getting sweaty. Um, but this is just later in the day. In the mornings, I can pretty much do what I have to do. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and get the last 25 out the way. But y'all, it's been rough. It's been rough, and sometimes I have to just lay across the sofa and let the twins just do them. I try to work with them as much as possible because now they're at the age where pretty soon they'll be going off to preschool. So I try to work with them as much as possible with writing and holding things in their hands and, try to make sure they're eating the right foods and everything. Try to get them out here to ride on their trikes so that they can get that coordination going and get them on the swing. I try to do that as much as possible, but I have to do it in the morning because I get so tired 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. My kiwi is trying to reach out and touch me. That's my kiwis, y'all. 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Let me do an extra 5 because I got sidetracked, y'all. 1, 2, 3, 4. Woo! I did it. I did it. Good morning, boss lady Denise. I was looking at Rocky this morning and I was like, he is so happy. You just don't realize how much, I don't know if you do or not, but seeing Rocky with his wagging tail and jumping around and stuff, it brings a whole new vibe. When my son was in the hospital, they actually brought around I forgot what type of dog he was, but he was all on the news. That dog was all on the news all the time. Um, my son was in Choa. He was in one of the Choas, Children's Hospital at Atlanta. But it's a few of them here, so that's why I feel comfortable with saying it. But they actually had a dog that would come around to the kids in the hospital. And when I tell you the kids used to wait for her, it was a girl dog. The kids used to wait for her to come around. And my son, before he went in, he used to kind of be fearful of dogs. But by the time his treatment started and after he went through a few things, he told the lady, he was like, yeah, she can come in because they always come in and ask first. They want to know if anybody in the room have allergies. They want to know if it's okay with the parent. And I looked at him because he was 17 at the time. I looked at him. I said, now's your time because this baby is very well trained. They're used to being around kids. So this is your time if you really want to pet the dog and get familiar with being around a dog. Now's your time. And he was looking at me like, I don't know about this. But he went ahead and agreed. And when they brought her in, she had on like a green um, harness with the Choa symbol on the side, and then she had pockets on the side where they can keep her little um, treats and things and her little toys. And when I tell y'all, his whole mood changed. He was like, he was actually letting the dog, they didn't let the dog get completely up in the bed, but like her paws. And my son, who was fearful of dogs, started petting her. And it was such a joy to see because after that day, he was no longer like really, really timid around dogs. After that, the only time he get fearful is if he tell the owner like, get your dog, or I don't like dogs, and they don't do anything and they just yell out, he don't bite. That's when my son be like, hey, your dog don't know me, I don't know your dog. So, but just the fact of knowing he's not as jumpy as he used to be, when he's not as jumpy as he used to be, but to see him pet pet her, and he kind of like, you know, just played with her a little bit for a good little while. She was in there for like 20 minutes, and his whole mood changed. And now I get it. Now I get it. Because he went for a while too where he wasn't allowed to do much. He wasn't allowed to really be outside because they didn't want him to get too much sun with his chemo treatment. And he was, it was just a lot of things that he could not do. And there was a lot of things that they wanted him to do more of, like eating his bell peppers, mushrooms, and he was supposed to be eating a lot of kiwi, which this is why we planted kiwi. When my oldest, when we found out it could help with his blood count, we planted some kiwi, and we used to just always go and buy a big container of kiwi, kiwi, kiwi. And it was so funny because my son one day went down to the cafeteria and he was like, y'all don't have no kiwi. Then he asked the people on the phone, like, can I get some kiwi? And they was like, we don't serve kiwi. He was like, what? How is this a hospital and y'all don't serve kiwi? And I've done my research and kiwi is this, this, and this. And he was like, so he's that type. What is Hashi doing out here so early? Hashi, was you cutting up? That's why I'm by my kiwi, because Hashi out here. He must have been cutting up. Hashi, were you cutting up? Look at all this. What is all this? What did you do? What did you do? Is that why you out here? Because you were cutting up. Look at all that mess. That don't make no sense, Hashi. I don't be trying to walk away now. You made a mess. But anyway, y'all, I want to tell Boss Lady Denise, thank you for posting Rocky. We love Rocky in this house. We be like, look at Rocky, look at Rocky. So Renae's Secret Garden, we love watching Rocky. It's just something about him being excited, I think. What's going on with the light, y'all? It's something about him being excited and very playful. That's cute to me. But anywho, y'all, I missed Sweet Rhea again this morning. I missed her yesterday because she came on earlier. Usually after I leave out, Sweet Rhea would come on with a prayer for her live. Um, and Wellness with Frugal Mama would come up live. It's a few lives that would come on in the morning and premieres. So I would try to catch everybody in a row. And that's when I start to calm down and wait for the babies to wake up or whatever. But I would watch everybody in their order. But Sweet Ree been coming on a little earlier. So I'm going to have to go back and rewatch her live. Yesterday her live was very short. It was like 7 or 8 minutes, I think. It was really short, but I still watched it. And I'm glad I did because she was talking about her Mother's Day and the gifts that she received. And it's amazing how the people around her are really taking into consideration that she lost her mom. I don't like to say lost. Her mom has earned her wings. So I think that's very nice of people around her to consider that during Mother's Day. But if y'all want to see it, go over to Sweet Ree's page. She did a live yesterday. She came on earlier than she normally comes on, but I think she be going to work. So she tried to get it in right before work or when she's sitting in a parking lot or something like that. So she tried to get a prayer in. So y'all go check her out. And then when I'm done here, I'm going to go check out some, I missed a couple of people's shorts. And I'm going to get over to Wellness with Frugal Mama. And yeah, I pretty much see you guys in other people's lives throughout the day. So I will see you guys in the next video. Remember, today is Friday. Friday, viernes, vendredi, Freitag. You just said Friday in 4 different languages. Viernes, vendredi, Freitag, Friday. Gracias por ver. Thanks for watching. Adios. Bye.